evening, everybody, and welcome to TLP Live. This is Dan here again on Sunday night. We got quite a show for you. Hey, Paul, how we doing?
Hey, Dan, happy Sunday to you, my friend.
Oh, yeah, happy Sunday to you. Did you have a good weekend so far?
So far, so good. We're just we're just having a good time, just cleaning the campus, organizing it, and every now and again trying to enjoy a little bit of the summer sun.
Yeah, it was a nice weekend to do that. So
yeah. In fact, I got a chance to visit, and something I never get a chance to do. I got to go to the Mount Carroll Farmers Market on Saturday.
Oh, very good. How was that?
It was really wonderful. Met some great people, some fantastic food, bakers, baking goods, arts and crafts. And, we also, Mount Carroll's got such great antique stores. So that was wonderful to do that.
Oh, very good. Yeah. That's fun. They have a nice one there. They have a nice farmers market in Lanark. And I think there are several others around the area. It's something that it's kind of nice about this kind of community where it's a little bit of the old style of living.
That's right. And I think that this is probably the only summer I'll be able to really get a chance to enjoy that, because next year we will be at rehearsals or in shows at this time. So
absolutely, and that's I say that every time I do something that we typically just don't get a chance to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So great. Well, we got a great show tonight. We're going to talk with. We're going to talk with several people that a lot of you will know. We're going to talk with Robin, our board president, about the gala, and then we're going to talk about talk with some parents who have their children in our education program. Also talk to some of our students. I'm not sure how many of you know this, but we have for the last 4 years, we've had a summer youth employment program here where we employ 4 high school students. And typically they get to do a lot of work in the theater. This year, however, with the theater not up and running, we're still giving them a lot of good experience. They're getting a lot of experience in social media and such, and they'll be on to talk about that in a little while. Plus, they're helping us get the campus kind of all in shape. So that's good.
Absolutely. It's been wonderful working with them. They all have such wonderful backgrounds in their pursuits of theater. And I am just so impressed with all of them and their determination and their tenacity to want to just continue to carve out their path on this journey of the theatrical arts. And so it's been really great to get a chance to know them, and we'll get a chance they'll be around the campus for a couple more weeks, and they're definitely a huge help. That is definitely.
We had 10 people apply for the 4 positions we have. And all 10 were incredible. They were all really good. But of course, we can only take 4. This is a grant-funded program that we've had the privilege to have for the past 4 years. So we'll meet those folks tonight. And then a nice surprise at the end of the broadcast, or toward the end of the broadcast, Robert has some of his teachers who are going to come on and say hi to us. So.
That's really big. This year we're able to expand our education program to not just our local community, Dan, but we're able to go nationally and even internationally. And right now, when we were talking the other day, we have people that have been signing up for our classes that range everywhere from California to Florida. And so I think that's just really wonderful how the TLP brand is getting out there, and news of our online education program is definitely getting out there. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah. Well, like you said, normally we would be in production and we'd be getting ready for the annual gala right now, or the gala would be coming up in just a couple of weeks. So we're going to bring our board president, Robin Sarr, on, and she has been the brains behind this gala for the past, I can't even tell you how many years, at least the 6 years I've been here. And every year the gala just gets better and better and better. Hello, Robin.
And
hi there. This year it's our 14th gala, and
that's something.
A couple of us, Gail and I, have been on the committee since day one.
Yeah.
So that's been a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you, I was just thinking about last year's gala, and of course there's Robin. And what was the dress last year called? What did you call that?
Bohemian. It was Mamma Mia like.
That's right, Bohemian chic, I think.
Yep.
Chic.
Yep.
So there's Robin doing her opening welcome to the gala. And of course, we were able to do that in front of the set for Mamma Mia, which was incredible.
Yeah.
And there's me and Paul. And I had no idea what bohemian chic was. Still probably don't by the looks of that shirt. But I put it on the internet, just bohemian chic male shirts, and that's one that came up. So I figured it had to work. And oh, look at the difference in the beard size too. Oh my gosh, this COVID beard is about getting crazy. So, and then of course we had a great guest. There's William Michaels, who did Don Quixote in Manila Mancha with Andy and Lou Bro. Great guests and great entertainment. Paul was able to bring our Mamma Mia cast in for entertainment. That was incredible. And you know, every year we say, how the heck are we going to top last year's gala? Look at the bidding. Bidding was crazy. Holy cow! It was a great gala. I mean, it was lots of food, fun. It was a fabulous night. We had top attendance, the most attended gala. We had top fundraising that night. It was the most that we were able to. I mean, it was the most we raised in all 13 years. And, you know, from there, then a beautiful walk through the TLP gardens, over to the nice outdoor tent where we finished up the evening, and then afterwards we went down to the deck, and we were able to announce our new season down there. So, Robin, how are we going to top this gala? I mean, we were making plans like crazy, and then boom, COVID hit, and we kind of stopped and went, uh-oh. So tell us, what do we have in store for this year's gala?
You know, I am very excited to talk about this because this is going to be over the top fun. You know, I'm having this little glass of wine here, and this is what you're going to be doing at your home parties. We're doing a virtual experience where you will stay in the comfort of your home, but you will connect to us with a link. And the things that are going to happen that night are going to be fabulous. We are still going to have a silent auction. And Dan, the silent auction is going to go up over the weekend so people can sign in and be able to bid.
Yes, we'll bring the silent auction up on Thursday night or Friday morning. And so people will be able to bid through the day, Friday night, Saturday, and then even during the evening on Saturday night. And we'll probably leave the silent auction up to finish up at, I think we're thinking noon on Friday, or on Sunday rather.
Great.
So, yeah, so that's a little added bonus.
There will be a live auction with a live engineer. I'm in my old thought process here for my profession. It's a live auctioneer on stage that all of our home parties, or if it's, you know, however many it is, if it's 2 of you at home, 1 of you at home, if it's a party of 8, whatever it is, you're going to connect by a link, and we're going to kind of connect with all those parties and be able to see how everybody's celebrating, what they're doing. The bidding with the auctioneer up on the stage is going to take like a telethon. You're going to be able to call in, and there's going to be somebody at the other end there, and you'll be able to see from the home parties who's calling in and who's bidding.
And there will be several ways. There'll be several ways of bidding. They'll be able to bid by that phone call. They'll be able to bid online. They'll be able to bid just by sending us a message. So there'll be many ways depending on how they want to do that.
But Robin, what is the best thing about this party? Because again, how we have an idea that we're going to bring everybody together with one little thing. And I'm excited for you to talk about that. What is that going to be?
It is a party in a box. So when you purchase your tickets, you are going to get your party box mailed to you. And in there is everything you need to have to celebrate in style. So it is just, and we're not going to tell you what's in there yet, because we're going to unveil that later, but it's going to be really special, a fun part of the party. So we're very, very excited about that whole party in the box theme and what you're going to find in there and what you're going to do with what you find in there.
So basically, everybody that buys a link, we're gonna send a party box, and the party box is for 2 people. So if you're gonna have a party of 8, you're gonna want to have 4 boxes, and so on and so forth. And so the good thing about this, and Robin, what I love about this idea is that not only is it going to connect to us virtually with our audiences, but we're going to have that common thread of being able to go through our boxes and being able to share ideas and whatever is in the box, and it's going to be a real interactive back and forth thing, and that's going to be really fantastic.
Well, and there are a couple things we can talk about. The virtual bartender. There will be a live bartender. So when you're linked with us to Party Central, TLP, you are going to have a live bartender that is going to teach all of us how to make the special 2020 gala cocktail.
Well, I hope it's Jen Robinson.
So it's just going to be a fabulous party with your friends, a party in the comfort of your home, a party with 1 of you, 2 of you, 8 of you, 16 of you, whatever you want. So it's going to be a really, really fun evening, but yet we're all going to be connected. We'll be able to see what our friends, how they're partying at the next house over, or the next town over, or like you said, Florida, California. There's no limit to people that can join us.
And of course, no TLP party would be complete without entertainment. And we're definitely going to have our entertainment there. And we are working on that right now as we speak to get all the entertainers locked up and making sure that they know what to do. And I'm not going to give away any information yet, but I could tell you this, it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have a lot of people that I think our audiences are going to know, remember, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can tell you that.
Well, very good. So the virtual gala is August 29th. And for those of you who are a little bit afraid that maybe you don't know technology well enough to get yourself hooked up, we will provide the technology support here at the theater. So we can make phone calls. We can even make, if it's close enough by, we can even make house visits, but we can make phone calls and help talk you through how things should work and how things can work. So we can help with that. We're also going to work with some of our folks, and we're going to zoom into some of our house parties. So Robin talked about, you could do 1 person, 2 people, a party of 8. Paul talked about the party of 8. Well, the idea there is if you're already sheltering in place with 6 other friends or 4 other friends, and you want to have the gala party at your house, start with your gala drinks at 5:30, dinner at 6, and join us at 7 for the rest of the gala. So there's lots of ways that you can make this virtual gala work and be as much, if not more fun than what we had last summer when we were all here.
Yes, and it's going to be very user-friendly, everybody. That's the thing. We're going to be able to provide you with hyperlinks through email. We can talk you through this, but it's going to be just point, click, and everything is going to start to be taken care of for you. So it's going to really be very user-friendly, and it's going to pretty much like go through YouTube or something like that you already have. So it's not going to be a lot of, oh, I have to download this, I have to go get that. We're going to take care of all that for you.
Very good.
I promise it will be an unforgettable evening. It will be so fun from the comfort of your home. And then hopefully soon we'll be back in the woods together.
And we do love our theme this year. Robin, tell us our theme this year.
I have to find that theme. It's about coming home to the woods.
That's right. Celebration. TLP celebrates. Take the woods back home.
Take the woods, thank you, back home.
So instead of you coming to the woods is going to come to you.
I mean, that's right. That's right.
All right. Well, Robin, thank you for joining us tonight. You're going to be back a little bit and talk about how your kids are enjoying their virtual classes, piano lessons.
Yeah, I think Cassie's going to talk about her kid. What I do want to say quickly is that I am taking a class. I took the leadership class, and it was amazing. So it was a one-night session, and I'm also signed up for the casting one that's coming up because I feel anything I can learn from this, I can incorporate into my life somehow. So the first one, the workshop one, was amazing, just amazing.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you spending a little Sunday night with us online here. In our virtual show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you. You are amazing. We love you.
All right. Well, very good. So next, we're going to move on.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
We're going to move on to our education program.
All right.
Yeah, there's so much going on with that. Hey, Robert, how are you?
Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey, Paul. Hey, Dan.
Hey there.
Hi, friends. So it's such an honor. Oh my God, I need to get that party in the box.
Yes, you do.
I said, I cannot wait. First off, can't wait to find out what's inside of it, because I know if it's anything like that wine, I know I'm going to have a good time. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's going to be a blast.
I tell you what, if that's her little glass of wine, I want to see her big glass of wine.
I absolutely love it. And Robert, thank you for saying about the workshop. I think you were talking about Leader Leads about tomorrow, Green, and it was great to have him on. So yeah, we're doing some great things.
Yeah. Hey, I want you to talk a little bit. We've talked quite a bit on TLP Live about our virtual program. Talk a little bit about our on-site program.
Great.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Dan. Our on-site program actually starts the first week, the first day of August. So you can come down. If your child has never done theater before, we're doing an intro to theater class the first day of August. It's going to be right outside on the deck. It's going to be safe. It's going to be outdoors. And the best part, we will get to be together. We will make sure we're following all policy and guidelines. So there will actually get a chance to work with our teen apprentices. I know you talked about them earlier, but they really are a diverse group of talented artists from multiple different districts. And so they're going to be coming out. The Children's Theater Workshop starts at 3, there's 2 different ones. There's one at 10 and one at 2. And that's for our young adults. And then we also have ones for teens. So if you're a teen and have never done theater before, that's a workshop that you can be a part of. Also, we have our middle school and our high school showcase. At this point, we know that most school districts are actually going to be comprehensive. So they're going to be virtual and on-site. So now it's the time to start prepping for that. And so we have created a comprehensive program that is both virtual and on-site for our middle schoolers to perform live, as well as our high schoolers. And not only that, because we can't just do that, we also have our pop star party for our young actors who want to learn how to dance and groove and learn some hip hop styles and some musical theater styles that be taught by our teen apprentices and will also be taught musically by me. And then we also have a kids detective program, Dan, that you're going to be doing, right?
We're going to be helping with.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Looking forward to, initially when we were going to do this totally virtually, I was looking forward to the online aspect of it, because I've never taught online, so I was kind of looking forward to that. So now it's going to be a combination. We'll be online a couple days a week, and we'll be in person 3 days a week. We're going to write a script in 5 days and perform it at the end of that week.
Yeah.
Robert, talk to us about the ages. What are the age ranges of the camps, on the on-site camps?
Great. 7 to 12 is our basic young adults or young actors. And then our older groups are 13 and above for our high school. And our middle school showcase is for middle school students, as it says. Those who are rising middle schoolers. And then our high schoolers are rising high schoolers. Those who have just left 8th grade to go into the 9th grade for their showcase. Great question, Paul. Thank you.
We can find out all this information on our website at timberlakeplayhouse.org under the education tab, where they can find out all of the details and class times there too. I'm excited for this program, Robert, and I know that right now I just want to say, with you and Dan making this online education program and it's starting to catch some steam, I am just so proud of both of you, because this is definitely something. And I know that everybody knows Timberlake to be able to come to the campus. I think this is going to be an exciting opportunity for the kids to come work with you on site and be able to play some games and just enjoy a little bit of the summer in a safe and socially distant way.
Well, Paul, as it always has been, it's been a collaboration. So thank you for your help as well. And Jen and Bill and our box office staff, Shirley and Ashlyn, for all of the work that they put in to make it possible. In the 2.5 months, we've literally worked with workshops in puppetry, monologue, exploration, improv, and Broadway stars. We brought it all here with lessons. And that's because we did it together as a team. And I cannot wait to get these kids and everybody else on site so we can work together and see each other. So come on and register.
I want to bring on some of our parents who have children who have experienced these programs. So we're going to bring on Amber Finley and Dawn Arndt, Jen Robinson, and Cassie Malacker. I think that's our parent group.
Wow.
Hello there. How are you all?
Hello.
Hey.
So tell us, how have the kids enjoyed the programs?
Amber, what's with you? How are your kids enjoying the program, Amber?
My kids love the program, and my favorite part, I think, of the whole experience is just how when they finish a class, they're just so happy. I think they're just happy that they got to talk to somebody besides their parents and use their brain in a different way, but they're both just so happy. Devin had a percussion lesson just this afternoon, and he got done and he's like, Mom, it was just so great. It was so great. I learned new songs and it was just so much fun.
Nice. Well done.
Awesome.
Cassie, is this the first time
Yes,
your kids are taking an online theatrical class?
It is, yeah. So I've got both of my kids in, piano, guitar, voice, and drums, so all of them. And they've been really excited about it. We started with my daughter with all of them, and then my son Miles, he's like, Mom, you got to sign me up. So they've had a blast, and the teachers are amazing.
Amazing. That's so great. Jen, what has your experience been? Obviously, you are a part of our staff. You are a part of our team. And, what has been the experience for your kids during this process?
Mine are a lot littler. Mine are freshly 4 and 5. And so they've been doing the junior workshops, which is the first time I think Timberlake has had courses available in theater for kids that young. And it's been a really great opportunity just for them to practice listening to someone through the computer. They really do enjoy it. My son is really funny about it because he will, he kind of just stares but he's absorbing it. And so then as soon as they're off the class, we've applied the things they've talked about and the stories they've made up, and we've applied that to things throughout the rest of our week. And so it is nice to know that they actually are absorbing the things they're learning through the computer as opposed to in person.
Yeah.
Great. And Dawn, what about you? What are some stories that your kids are telling you about the classes that they're taking?
Oh, Mackenzie is doing, she's taking 3 of the lessons, and she's really enjoyed the challenge that she's been presented with it. But she is also interning, so we get the joy of actually get to listen to her as she's helping out with some of the other webinars as well, which has been really, all the teachers for both the lessons and the webinars have just gone above and beyond and worked with her to help her out. And some are even offering to help her with scholarship stuff, and other teachers are really challenged her to think outside of the box. So I've watched her kind of grow, especially as a singer, and even like writing her own music, kind of pushing herself a little bit further.
Wonderful. Well, that's so great. A question for the group. As this is TLP's very first year offering these online programs, is this something that you would like to see us do more of, or is this something that you feel like is just COVID only?
I think for music lessons, it definitely would be something to offer, especially during the school year. It's something that it could be needed around the area, and it's nice to have fresh opportunities around here for the kids to be able to try new things or try different things that they may not be able to do other places.
The ability to just drag them out of bed and have them do webinars in their jammies has been incredibly helpful as well. If in a rural area, it takes you half an hour to get out and to go, and it's a nice opportunity in that factor too. It's a time saver and it's a good value.
Well, Robert and Dan, I think that this is something that we're going to just have to continue on, and we're going to have to find a way to continue this, making this work.
When we started this working from home and sheltering in place, we talked about pivoting and looking for opportunities. Well, definitely, we found an opportunity here in this arena. Amber, anything else you'd like to say before we close this segment?
Well, I also took voice lessons, and so I experienced it myself. Remember, Robin said, you're never too old to learn things. And so I got to take voice lessons from Robert, and he's amazing. So if there's still a chance to take voice lessons with Robert, I recommend everybody out there do it. Because not only does he bring out like the best of your talent, but I feel like I also became a better person from taking voice lessons, which is pretty incredible if you think about it. Like, I did not expect that part.
Oh, look at Robert.
And especially since she was already an amazing person, this teacher of the year, and just a kind soul to everyone. So thank you.
Cassie, how about you? Anything else you'd like to say before we?
It's just been a really great experience for my kids, and they're looking forward to the Pop Star Party. I already signed both of them up in a couple of weeks, and they're excited to be on site and actually be with other kids at Timberlake, which they have missed a lot this year. So we're looking forward to that too.
Well, very good. Amber, Dawn,
Yeah.
Jen, Cassie, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thank you for being a part of our education team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for pulling
Thank
together.
you.
Wow, just some very thrilled moms right there, guys.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, next we're going to bring on
Great job, team.
some students of the program. First,
Hi,
here's Jag. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Oh, hey.
Good. And we're also going to bring on now. I think my notes are right on this. Let's see. Here's Dion. Dion, you're also a student of our programming?
I am.
Oh, very good.
Absolutely.
I am so glad we finally figured out how to get you onto the 40 minutes to work. And
It's all due to Bill.
and I tell you what, this is a good testament on how this will work for all of you for the gala, because Bill is our tech. And he will be on the phone and get you all working. So,
and although we'll be driving many hours, if you're in the area and you need some technical support, Bill probably will be the guy to drive to your house and help you figure it out.
That's right.
Thanks, Bill.
Mackenzie. So, hello everyone. You guys are students of the programs. Tell us a little bit about how you've enjoyed. Or how your experience has been. I shouldn't anticipate the answer, but how your experience has been with our virtual education program. Dion, you want to talk a little bit about the program you're doing and how it's going?
Yeah, Amber said it very well, actually. I had always felt that I really wanted to sing, and this opportunity came up, and I like to sing. There's nothing, I mean, it's just really a great thing to do. And I just felt that there was more I could do, and I was so scared. Oh, I was really scared. But it wasn't 2 minutes into the first lesson that I was totally comfortable, and that man can get you to do anything. He's excellent at what he does.
Very good.
And I signed up for a second round because I just knew there was more good stuff coming. So it's really been great.
And Jag, what classes are you taking?
I took the monologue exploration class with Darlene.
Tell us a bit about that.
So it was very beneficial to me. We sat down. She had us pick two monologues, one classic, one contemporary, and we just like had to memorize them and just give them out as how we usually did. And she just worked with us and made me especially like challenge how we usually like read and internalize monologues, stuff like that. And we came out of it at the very least with two monologues just ready to go in our heads at all times.
Very good. Very good. Amelia, what class were you in?
So I took the monologue exploration class as well. And I really loved, I mean, as Jagger said, she was great at challenging us, and we were able to work as if we were in person, which I did not expect at all. And it was so incredible to me to be able to connect with people from, you know, there was people in different states that we were able to connect with, and instructors that we might not have had the chance to connect with without this online program.
Very good. Very good. So I like what you said about how it felt like you were you were there, how you felt it was in person, because that was the biggest concern that we had when Robert and I started putting, kind of these things together. How does it feel like you're there? And Robert worked very hard on making the technology for that work. So
yeah,
Mackenzie,
utilizing our platforms. Utilizing our platform of Zoom and being able to record the lessons, but also utilizing Google Classroom so they can also have textbook and workbooks so they can have homework as well, which those are our impassioned teachers who have made sure that they use those platforms as well.
Yeah. Mackenzie, what class did you take?
So I took contemporary voice, classical voice, virtual piano, and I was also interning with Miss Mariah Ralph with Zoom Stories ages 3 to 6, and with Miss Darlene Hope, who did the monologue exploration class.
So how was your experience with that?
It was awesome. I learned so much from literally bel canto singing to Robert's teaching me gospel right now, which is something I never thought I would necessarily sing myself. It was really awesome working with the instructors too, because especially being an education major, that's what I want to do when I'm older. So getting to work behind the scenes as well as a student was really great.
Very good. Very good.
I will have a question for the group. We as this is our first year, we're always trying to make sure that we're learning and growing. Is there any classes that you would like to see us offer in the future? Is there anything that we can encourage Robert to say, hey, Robert, can we get a class in? It can be as specific or as broad as anything.
Maybe something that I haven't seen a lot of places around here doing is playwright, for people who are interested in writing the actual shows.
Okay.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm so glad that you said that, because we actually have a screenwriting course that's coming up starting Tuesday.
Really?
From concept to pitch. Yeah, so that is wonderful. Thank you for bringing that up. That's great.
You see how fast he is? I'm telling you.
Jag, anything else you want to say?
I got nothing, man.
I'll throw it at you here.
I got nothing.
All right. So thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you coming on tonight, and good luck with everything the rest of the summer, and enjoy your classes.
And I can't wait to sing, Dion. I wanna hear those pipes.
Maybe not.
Oh yeah, get out of here.
That was the wrong thing to say.
It's so good. It's so good. You've been working so hard. Oh man.
I have been. It's been a blessing being with you. Thanks.
Hi, Dion.
Yeah.
She's great.
Well,
yeah, she is.
Tell us a little bit about the intern program. Tell us a little bit about the intern program.
When I came into this job 3 years ago, there was a teen apprentice that, Dan, you wrote the grant, and you've I think you've done it for about 12 to 14 years, and we've had the opportunity to have them work with different departments. Either it be lighting, either it be sound, either it be if it be costuming, and they've had the opportunity to work with the heads of the departments, which has been awesome. However, this year, because COVID, we had to completely switch it up. We've now had the honor, these teens have had the honor of working with the actual heads of staff. So they get an opportunity to work with Bill. They get opportunity to sit down and work with Paul, our artistic director, to sit down and work with Dan, and Jen, and when she has projects coming up as well. And so it is just such an awesome opportunity for them to not only market and learn from us in different styles and see us work in different areas, but it's great that they can take the knowledge from the heads of the program, the heads of our theater, and bring it with them going forward.
Well, and two things that they also are able to get, that the knowledge is great, but they also have some great contacts already. I mean, each of them are networking and making contacts through the summer. And what a resume item. I mean, how many students going into their freshman year of college can put on their resume a professional theater company that they worked at and had experience at in that year before. We have one of our interns with us tonight. Let's bring on Brooke Parkinson. Brooke is one of our
Brooke
this evening. Brooke, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do?
Yeah, hi. I'm from the town in Freeport, which is about a 40-minute drive from Timberlake. And I go to Freeport High School, and we're the home of the pretzels, and we can do this cool hand sign thing. But anyway, so I fell in love with theater starting at our Highland Community College theater program, and I started doing shows there. And then once I got into high school, I immediately jumped in to the world of both acting and the technical side of it.
Nice.
And you come from a very performance family.
Yeah, I do. Everyone in my family plays at least one musical instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you play, Brooke?
I play guitar and flute, and then all of us sing.
Very good. So tell our audience a little bit about what you are doing in the intern program. What are we doing for activities this year?
Yeah, so as you three were explaining before, usually this internship would be a lot of on-stage stuff, and you're working with the lights or the sound or the costuming. But because of COVID, we don't have shows. So we're really taking advantage of this time at the theater to really clean everything and organize everything. We're currently cleaning out all of our props and making sure that we account for everything that the theater at Timberlake has.
Yeah, I remember back when my freshman year in college, that was pretty much all we did for our tech classes our freshman year was we clean out the shop and we'd carry flats from one place to another. So yeah, well, we're giving you that experience at least. We have another one of our interns with us also tonight. Let me bring her on. Hi, Torey.
Hey, Torey.
Hi.
Torey, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Torey, and I'm currently at an apprenticeship at Timberlake, and I've been having a really fun time with it. I've been able to learn so many new things just from the couple weeks that I've been there already, and I'm really excited to be able to continue my apprenticeship there and see what happens.
Very good. And I want to bring on another intern. Here is Hannah. Hannah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, so I'm Hannah, and I just finished my senior year at West Carroll High School, and pretty much the same thing Torey said. It's been really fun to it's not fun to not have shows, but it's been cool to, just organize things and see everything that goes on behind the scenes that you wouldn't see during a normal season.
Yeah, very good. So one of the things that we're really starting to focus on now, and it's amazing how many of our interns already have this experience, but we're having our interns help us with our social media platform, our website. A couple of the ads that you saw this week on Facebook were created by our interns. They're doing artwork for us. Next week, we'll start doing photography. We're going to photograph things all throughout the campus here and get some really good photography, some good shots of front of house and that sort of thing. So
we're going to photograph all of our props and costumes because we are going to go digital with our inventory, and this is a big part of the with. So not only are we able to find all the kinds of props and set pieces that Timberlake has, but we're going to digitize them and put them up on the cloud so that our designers, when they come, they can see what we have before they even arrive, and that's going to help with the design process. So all four of you have been instrumental in allowing us to continue that work. We're very, very proud to have all of you with us this summer, and thank you so much for all the work you're doing and will continue to do for us.
And Friday afternoon, we cleaned out a little corner of the office, and if you know our office, every corner is little. But we're going to set up a studio. So we'll have a place here for us to do video work, audio work. We'll be able to really use that in our work online, but also it will be very helpful for us as we put together our gala. Brooke, what's your favorite thing so far?
Oh man. It's like, it sounds kind of stupid, but I think it's nice, even though we only have, these 4 apprentices, is to meet new people. I think that's become an isolated thing in COVID because I haven't seen a lot of people. So it's interesting to see all of these like theater people who are my age and just like talk about our dance studio, our experiences with that, and maybe like a few teachers that we've like in exchange through different like productions that we've done.
Torey, what's your favorite thing so far?
My favorite thing has been like working to like get the workshops ready, because I myself want to go into music education, and I want to be able to teach people and like little kids, because it's so much fun to like see like put the brightness like back into like someone else and like see that development. So that's been my favorite thing, just to be able to know that I'm going to be able to help other people learn things that I got the privilege to learn.
And Hannah, how about you?
Kind of about the same of both, of just meeting new people and getting to learn so many different things. Like when I first started, I didn't even know how to edit one picture, and then I made an entire thing that's now on the Timberlake Facebook page. So it's been really, really fun. Another fun thing has been finding random props and thinking, what was this for? Like the most random things.
Well, actually, Hannah and Elliot, our 4th intern who's not here today, actually helped me clear down the ceiling in the shed, and we found props from probably 1977 and set pieces and not signage from up there. So that was really fun to see all that.
And just so everyone knows, we practice social distancing while we are here working, and we wear our masks while we are here working. That's my least favorite part of the day, but it's very important. So, ladies, thank you so much. You guys are great. We love having you here this summer, and look forward to what the next few weeks will bring.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Well done.
This week, as we embark on yet another week at the Timberlake.
Well, Robert, I would like you to introduce our next guests. We are so lucky to have members of our teaching staff, some of our teaching artists with us tonight. Robert, take off.
Well, one of those is Anthony Ariza. Anthony Irizarry. Hi, friend. Sorry about that. Anthony Irizarry. He's actually based out of New York City. He's an avid screenwriter. He's a playwright. He's a versatile actor, and he's also extremely gifted in playwriting and bringing a script from not only the writing. Sorry, Anthony. Not only from the writing, from the concept all the way out until it is going to be produced. So we're super excited to have both Anthony and Mackenzie, they are the co-founders of Real You. And Mackenzie is going to be also helping us self-tape an audition. And so they are together. Where are you guys at?
We are in New York. Well, we are upstate New York right now. We live in New York City, but due to COVID, we escaped New York City in March. So,
Very good. Welcome to TLP Live.
Thanks for having us. We're happy to be here.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Dan and Paul.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mackenzie and Anthony. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So why don't we jump right in, Anthony? Talk a little bit about what led you to want to be a screenwriter. What was that pathway for you?
Well, the screenwriting was just kind of a natural extension of wanting to be a writer, which was kind of my calling since pretty much ever. And I started off writing fiction and short stories as a kid, and then that kind of progressed to poetry and other things. And then when I became an actor, I started dabbling with some short plays, and then my love for film and TV, naturally it extended eventually to screenwriting. But yeah, I think that I love being able to create a story for the screen, and I think that the industry right now is in such it's opening its arms to so many new kinds of voices and styles of expression that I'm really excited to teach this class, because I feel like I want to empower the youth to not only just like know how to approach screenwriting, but also know how to approach the business side of it, which I feel like is something that a lot of screenwriting courses tend not to talk enough about. So identifying buyers in the industry, where to find them, researching them, understanding what a log line is, understanding what a pitch deck is, speaking the business lingo that goes alongside the writer lingo. And ideally then at the end of this course, they can have a rudimentary little pitch deck for a show that they can then write and, eventually finalize and hopefully, start pitching themselves. So yeah.
So talk to some of our audience members out there that might be on the fence about this. They what if I don't have a story? What if I don't have a story, but yet I want to learn the craft of screenwriting? Will I be able to sign up and get something from the class?
Yeah, no, I think definitely. I think if there's an interest in the craft anyway, I think sooner or later there is going to be a story to tell. And I think that's also something that I will be addressing in the course, is like listening to yourself and really paying attention to yourself as an artist, as a storyteller. Where does your inspiration comes from? For a lot of people, it could be a walk in a park. It could be just reading the newspaper. It could be music. It's different for everybody. And I think that if there is an inclination to learn about something like this, that there is something that your spirit is trying to communicate or wants to get out. And I wanna like kind of teach people to develop that voice and to listen to their true self. You know? So yeah.
And this class,
Anthony,
for beginners, intermediate, advanced, anybody?
Yeah, I would say more so beginners. Of course, because of the span of time, it will be, of course, be very difficult to cover from beginning to end a script. What I want them to really understand is the process of writing a screenplay, knowing what the log line is, knowing the difference between high concept and low concept, and how you can actually blend the two, that they don't have to be mutually exclusive. And we can go over some example TV shows or films that kind of straddle both sides of that. I feel like, for instance, I'm Puerto Rican, and I think that people of color, we tend to want to tell stories naturally of, our upbringing and things like that. But I'm like, and that's of course valid, but I feel like there's still a way that you can marry your own personal experience with a high concept idea, something crazy, but like, marry culture with like, a heist or like in space or whatever the case may be, but like, I think that, for instance, Star Wars is a really good example of like low concept, high concept, because when people think of Star Wars, they think of course, the spaceships and the intergalactic politics. But at its core, it's a low concept film. It's about family. It's about redemption. It's about the Skywalker family and whether or not Anakin will come back from the dark side and redeem himself for all of his horrible acts. And his son is the catalyst for that change. So it's taking those kind of ingredients for your own personal life and like, okay, what have been my experiences and how can I marry that with something that's fun and entertaining that becomes universal, that people of all ages and religious creeds or whatever experience will still want to watch and have a good time and also learn something. So yeah.
Exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah. Super exciting. Anthony, tell us what a first day of class will look like with you.
First day of class, you got homework. I think
get on it.
Yeah, no, it'll be research. I'll assign 1 or 2 things to watch, and then come back to class and have you identify plot points. What are the plot points, the beginning, middle, end of this show or this film, and then what the log line of that show is. So for instance, Breaking Bad, if anyone's familiar with that, one of the greatest shows of all time, the log line for that is, when a high school chemistry teacher is diagnosed with cancer, he ends up traversing a life of crime and everything else to try to provide for his family, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so that won't be the one necessarily.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, we're gonna throw an avatar somewhere in about the
log line is, and then we'll just kind of then start talking about, okay, like now these concepts that we just talked about. Now let's start talking about how you can apply it to yourself. What loose ideas of a story might you have cooking? And then then get pen to paper and then try to get a very specific 2-3 sentence log line that'll become the baseline for everything else in the class. We'll build from there. Log line out. Pitch deck will be the last part of that process, where it's a visual representation of what your show will be, what it'll look like, who the characters are modeled after, what show mixes might they be of, and what markets are you looking to tap into? So yeah, that's in a nutshell.
Sounds awesome.
So, yeah, amazing. It's going to be incredible. That's an incredible amount of information in one class, and we must register soon because your class starts on Tuesday.
Yes,
so
sir.
Please get registered. Mackenzie, why did you guys co-found and start Real You?
Yeah, so we're both actors, and we both really felt a need to create material for ourselves. We had been doing short films and we had been working, but the material that we were collecting to represent ourselves, we didn't really feel fully represented ourselves, and so we wanted to create a video production company where people could hire us to write very specific scenes for their type and brand that are high quality, that are professional, that are written really well, that are not generic,
speak to their brand,
that speak to their brand, so that when they're marketing themselves, they have this demo reel of these clips that appear as if they're lifted out of actual produced films. They don't look like they're standalone clips, so that when they're marketing themselves, when a casting director or an agent or anybody in the industry sees that, they say, oh, wow, okay, I know exactly how to pitch these people. I know exactly who they are. I know exactly what their brand is, what their mood is, all this stuff. So we just really wanted to learn other aspects of the industry outside of just being an actor. So we wanted to learn what it was like to be a cinematographer and what it was to run sound and what it was to edit and all of these other elements that are part of this creative process. And it's been really, really fun. And we've had actors that have gone on to book agents, that have gone on to book short films and feature films, and have done really well and have said, like, wow, thank you. Like, this material actually feels like me and not another version of myself that's not me.
Yeah, we like to pride ourselves in writing for the actor and not writing for the genre. I think things we've come across is like from other reels is they'll have like a Law and Order type scene, and so the scene is very procedural, understandably, but the character feels very non-specific.
Like you could drop any person into that role,
and it would be the same. Whereas it's more about finding the person's particular idiosyncrasies, their uniqueness, and marrying it to the genre, so it still feels accurate with the Law and Order vibe, but it's still like, okay, this person,
but it's a character driven piece.
Yes.
Awesome. As you are teaching,
as an actor, we know that we want to be able to be versatile. We don't like to be, quote, put in a box, right? As actors who are now doing this, finding a voice for specific people, talk about where you think the industry has gone in terms of where is the line? Can an actor still stretch themselves and be able to play maybe outside of what their type is, and or should they know what their type is and focus on their type and go ahead and embrace that type? What is your favorite?
Yeah, so I think it depends a little bit where you are in the industry, right? I think that there are some people that are so specific in their looks and that they're going to be super successful as the bad guy. Like I'm thinking of what's his name from The Walking Dead, the guy that you love. That actor. Oh, what's his name?
From the first two seasons.
The bad guy who's real you love.
Oh,
You know,
You know what we're
yes,
talking
yes,
about.
I know. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know.
there are some people who are very specific in their look, and then there are others that can be a little bit more versatile.
Yeah.
And I think it is ultimately very important to know your type
Mhm.
so that you know, because casting directors in general, they can be a little bit short-sighted in the sense that they have a role to fill that is already very specific by the director. The director is looking for a very specific type, right? So sometimes, you know, they'll find somebody who's completely different and they'll change the director's mind, and it'll be awesome and magical and like it'll be a big story to tell. But a lot of the time when you're breaking into film, the more specific you can be with who you are and know what your biggest strengths are, right? If you're really, really funny, you should break in with comedy, you know, and if you can really break down and cry, like put that on your reel, like take your strengths and match them to what your physical energy is and what your emotional energy is, and know that type so that when you break in and when you start to create a name for yourself, then you can really start to stretch yourself out and you can really start to experiment. Like I think of Kristen Wiig, for instance, like she really broke in with comedy, and she has since, you know, she came in really strong with comedy, but she has since expanded into dramatic stuff. And I'm thinking of like Steve Carell too, and Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is a great example of somebody who he knew his type. He was silly, goofy, crazy, like he was the big one. And so he used that and he ran with it and he made a name for himself, and then he did Eternal Sunshine and you know, because he could do that all along, you know.
Yeah.
Stephen Ogg. Stephen
Ogg.
His name.
Well,
nice. And Mackenzie, as we're talking about
some other speakers on, otherwise we're going to run out of time here. So what do we got to bring on, Robert?
Thank you so much, and I'm glad that you brought up Reel, because you will be teaching our self-audition tape webinar. And so that will be coming up in August. Sign up. Okay, Courtney Hammond is coming on. Please bring in introduce Courtney Hammond. Now, Paul, you actually hi friend. Oh my goodness.
Friend.
And so, Paul, you've actually had hi Dwayne. Paul, you've actually had the opportunity of working with Courtney Hammond. Please talk about your experience.
Courtney, oh my God. Well, Courtney and I, we back. Hi, Courtney. It's good to see you.
You too. How are you?
I'm great. Courtney is a casting director at Wojciech Casting in New York City, and I have had the honor of working with her on a number of projects. Courtney, for our audiences, why don't we jump in? What is a casting director?
Okay. Wow. In a nutshell, casting director, I think we sometimes get a bad rap for being this like scary gatekeeper person or something. When in truth, what we do is basically we represent producers and directors on the creative team to gather talent, schedule auditions, get everyone in the room together, have the sessions, and cast the show, essentially. So we are really cheerleaders for the actors, and also kind of the funnel through which the creative team can achieve their vision, I would say.
So basically, you have to know a lot of actors, you have to know a lot of types, and you have to be able to match it. So when a show comes across your desk, like Courtney and I just did Sister Act together.
I know.
And we didn't get a chance to see it come to fruition because of COVID, but you would take the script, and then all of a sudden you would read it, and now you would know, okay, these characters are in this cast. I need to provide actors for this creative team to see so that they can cast these shows on this specific. So your knowledge of shows and actors has to be extensive.
Yeah, and I mean it's definitely it's always really it's a puzzle, right? Like anytime you put a show together, there's so many moving parts, there's so many pieces. It's, you know, contracts versus housing versus, you know, types and role. There's so much going on. So I think the main role of the casting director is to, again, kind of funnel it and streamline the process, bringing in the best candidates, obviously trying to execute what the director and what the team wants, and then sometimes maybe throwing in, I think actually Mackenzie mentioned this, throwing in some surprises, like some people that we know and that we love, or like, what about this person, right? So it's really fun. I absolutely love casting. It's just so much fun, and yeah, that's awesome.
And you're amazing.
And Courtney, you are
very, very positive.
Awesome. Yeah. And Courtney, you are actually teaching us a casting webinar. What can we expect from that webinar?
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a musical theater audition technique masterclass, basically, where students are going to come in, give me their best 16 to 32 bars, and I'm going to basically coach them as if it was like a first-time audition for a regional theater, right? So the company.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're gonna actually coach. You're gonna actually coach them. You're gonna actually spend time with them individually.
I am. Yeah, I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to be nice.
And what did you just? And what did you just cast? And what tours did you just cast?
Which one? I mean, so I work for Wojciech Casting, and before COVID shut the world down, we had Jesus Christ Superstar out. Before that, we had Rent, Something Rotten, Kinky Boots, Rock of Ages 10th anniversary tour. We have a bunch of regional theaters we cast for. We did West Side Story in Tokyo. Like we do a ton of stuff. It's a lot of musical theater, straight theater, equity, non-union. We kind of do it all. So yeah.
Great. And so they get personal time with you. Please sign up. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Paul, yes.
Yeah, you definitely want to sign up, because let me tell you something, you do not get this time in the real world with the casting directors.
No, it's super quick, super quick. So I'm super pumped to meet all you guys and just work with you on your auditions and kind of lift the veil, right? I think people are a little scared of like what happens behind the table, and we're really not that scary. We're people too, and we just want you to succeed. And so my goal in my classes are to just kind of lift that veil and make it not as scary, and just empower you guys to like have the best audition possible.
Yes, Courtney. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
empowerment. That's what we're talking about. Yes. Come on, Mackenzie. Come on, Anthony. And now we have Dwayne Brown. Dwayne Brown has performed with the San Francisco Opera. He's also performed at Carnegie Hall. He's performed at the Met. Please, Dwayne, tell us what can we experience from our dance intensive workshop with you as a contemporary dancer?
Well, hey everyone, nice to meet everyone and see everyone. Yeah, dance is pretty straightforward. We're gonna dance. We're gonna sweat and do a lot of stuff. So I am taking the approach of approaching this for beginners, but any level dancer will tell you that beginning level technique can actually be the hardest. So also, my background, as you mentioned, Robert, like a lot of opera houses, a lot of concert dance, a few ballet companies, but ultimately I transitioned into more commercial work. I've gotten my castings and emails from Wojcik Say a few times. So, hey, Courtney, what's up?
Hi.
And so ultimately, most dancers who continue past dance only end up transitioning into acting and commercial work, and dance only all of the disciplines feed into each other, right? So dance is only going to further facilitate your acting, your singing, your performance. So over the course of the series, I'm going to start out with just sort of fundamentals, right? What is a plie? What is a contraction? What is a spiral? Directionality, very basic fundamental movement concepts. And that will transition into transitional steps. I know, with musical theater, for example, my experience with that. Remember After Midnight, Robert, a few years ago?
Oh, yeah, good time.
Watching singers and actors who are completely capable, but just sort of aren't familiar with sort of, basic dance concepts and steps that are only going to further facilitate their performance. So we're going to go from fundamentals to transitions, and then lastly, we're going to end with improv, because I think it's really important for each artist, regardless of what the discipline is, to understand a basic improv technique and approach and individuality. Improv entirely facilitates that and encourages that. So, yeah. What else did you want to hear?
That's amazing. No, absolutely. That's amazing, Dwayne. And the blessing of it is, if you notice within this call, absolutely all of us are interconnected and have worked with each other some way, some format, somehow, because that's how small this industry is. And that's how important that we're now giving you relevant information here at Timberlake Playhouse of what is going on presently and now. So I honor you all and thank you all for your time. And we are so grateful that you would come here and be with us and teach our students. So thank you so much.
And we are
Can't wait.
Paul, do you have any?
All of these people,
Paul, you have anything?
Amazing. All of these people are so amazing. And you know what, Robert, you've really put together such a collection of talent that, our potential students, and any of you out there are listening, it's not too late to sign up for any of these classes. You can find out more information, but I cannot stress enough the amount of information that you're going to be able to get from even if it's just one class. Like Courtney, I think it's just a one session class.
One
you're
time
gonna
only.
get so much information, or if it's a class like Dwayne's, do it. Take care of it. Moving right now, being physical is going to help with not only your physicality, but your mental health as well, because we're all kind of trapped inside. Okay. Move around, take the dance class, get to know Mackenzie and Anthony.
Oh, and also, sorry to interrupt, for my class, you won't need a ton of space. I know sometimes that deters people. Anyone's living room, move the coffee table out the way, and we'll get to work. So just
all of our students in New York, that's okay. Your apartment still can work. It's all good.
Exactly. And just Paul, how important, and Courtney, actually, Dwayne, you all are doing this. How important is it to know how to self-tape and how to audition? How important is it to actually know that right now? What do you
nowadays? crazy important. I mean, everything's going digital for the foreseeable future. So, I mean, the more classes you can take, the more you can just educate yourself on how to make the best possible. I think, you know, Mackenzie and Anthony mentioned your branding and getting your package together. Definitely business wise, it's super, super smart to just get on it.
And so for somebody who looks at these self-tapes constantly, make sure they are quality. Please do not. Nowadays, everybody puts so much effort into these, whether or not, you know, they're memorizing their lines, they're looking presentation, good lighting, their audio is clear. Make sure that these classes, they're going to give you this information of how you can show off your best self, because believe me, when you look at 500 of them, you're going to want to get real good quality. Otherwise, it's not going to work out for you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be honest with you here, Courtney. I know you'll back me up on this one.
I will.
We need to have that quality. So again, sign up for these classes, get yourself some good information, and then go out and take over the world. That's all you got to do.
Absolutely.
Yes, take my self-tape class, guys.
Yes.
Sorry, I was just on the phone registering for class.
I might have to take the self-tape class.
Yeah.
Yes, take my class.
I think I'm going to sign up for all these classes.
Courtney, I will be online for yours. Dwayne, I might watch yours, but gosh.
I don't think your body, your choice.
Thank you all for being with us tonight. We really, really appreciate it. And thank you all for doing the TLP education program. Holy cow, we have incredible talent. Other theaters around the country would die to have this kind of talent. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Robert. You've done a great job putting her together.
It's a team. This is the team.
This is the vibe, guys. This is a good vibe.
Very good. Good night, guys. Thank you very much, Courtney. Thank you so much, Dwayne. Great to see you. Robert, holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Robert. Man, what you're doing right now with this education program, you are leading the charge, my friend, and we love you for it. Thank you so much.
All right,
guys. And no, thank you. Truly, we couldn't do this. We doing it all together. So thank you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for the space and the platform and the opportunity. Bye, guys.
Thank you, buddy. Well, what a great night, huh? Education program is incredible, and the TLP Gala is going to be unbelievable. And you know, we have a few other things that we're going to do virtually as the year goes. Paul, why don't you just kind of tease what we're looking at doing at the during the holidays?
Sure, absolutely. So we are going to continue to do our thing, because that's what we do, isn't it, Dan? We produce shows. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We can't do it in person. We're going to do it online. So be on the lookout for after our gala. Be on the lookout for our holiday special that's going to be coming up to celebrate the holidays and TLP as we wind down the new year. And more information is going to be coming on that in the fall. But right now, we're going to be focused on our online classes, our on-site classes, and our TLP Gala. Everybody at home, thank you completely so much for watching us, completely so much for supporting TLP. And for myself and Dan and Bill and Robert and Jen, we are so very grateful to have you guys in our community. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Paul, have a great rest of the evening, and we'll be back at it tomorrow in the...
Let's keep it going, Dan. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. And as we tell you every week, we are all in this together.